Ready?
I've talked about a couple weird arcade games on this channel like Asian Dynamite and TH Strikes Back. They both provide me some great entertainment as well as some really fun experiences. When choosing arcade games to play, I never try to find titles that are odd or insane. I just find games I've never played and just roll with them. But if they turn into some wild ass curveball, then that's just an extra bonus. In this vid, we'll be talking about such an occurrence brought to us by Taito. Taito has been developing games longer than I've been alive, best known for making the legendary classics like Space Invaders, Arkanoid, and Bubble Bobble. They are definitely a well-known dev in the arcade universe. But even a dev as well-known as Taito makes a title that has the player questioning how high the creators were when the game was made. Let's take a look at the 1991 arcade beat-em-up Puli Rula and find out what happens when someone drops acid and decides to make a children's story. Here is a wonderland called Radishland. In each town, under a keeper's control, the time flow was correctly kept with a time key. But a bad man appeared and stole the time key to stop the time flow. The towns were attacked one by one, the time flow was stopped, and they received damage. An old man was impressed with a sense of danger, and he called Zack and Mel, and he entrusted them with his invented magic stick in order to defend their town. Basically, the world is in danger, and we're sending children to die to defend it for no reason at all. We're off to a great start, aren't we? I do have to say, the animation in this intro is really good. It has fun and colorful detail, and I really love this shot for the bad guy. The glow and color usage is just spectacular. I'd never seen this art style used for a beat-em-up before, and what's even more impressive is this style is kept throughout the whole game. The credits are entered, and we start the game in a town, and the immediate surprise is, you can actually talk to these townspeople. The game legit stops for text boxes. Once again, this is something I've never seen in an arcade beat-em-up of the time. I also noticed that the game doesn't have a timer. In almost every beat-em-up game, each stage has a timer, which adds some pressure to make sure you complete an area in time. This makes sense for an arcade game to avoid someone putting in a credit and then just walking away from the machine. Take a few more steps and a bald-beaked Muppet with a puppet shows up to turn a dog into a robot and the game begins. Puli Rula is a two-player beat-em-up with extremely basic combat. I mean extremely basic. You have three actions: attack, jump, and magic. There are no combos or special inputs. One might think this may make things really dull, but it's balanced out by the fact that enemies just die in one hit. Magic spells include a lady that makes the heroes temporarily invincible, a stampede of animals damaging all enemies on screen, and a super happy dancing purple dude thing. Oh yeah, I almost forgot the most obvious of magic spells, the half-naked man with a luchador mask and a saran wrap cape that emerges from a gigantic microwave.
I need an adult! I need an adult!
This motherfucker looks like he definitely belongs on a list that requires him to inform his neighbors of the bad things he's done in his past. Jokes aside, the combat plays and feels perfectly fine. Yeah, there's no cool combos to perform, but there's also no bullshit either. Stages tend to move quickly, with playtime length being more focused on boss fights and a little bit of story. It's simplistic, and I don't see it as a bad thing for this game, especially considering the one-hit KOs. I also like the attack animations and this badass motherfucker walk this kid does. He is not fucking around. Let's take a look at the baddies standing in our way. We got lots of robots, walking bamboo logs, these clown-looking assholes that dribble their own head, and side note, are just annoying as fuck, and some witches flying around. Nothing too weird. Oh my god! Are those gourds with glasses, neckties, and human legs? Is that some dude with a razor toucan nose coming out of a genie lamp? Wait, why the fuck are the walking bamboo logs popping heads that look like Yoshi? And this motherfucker is picking his nose and flicking it? And good gravy, what the fuck are those? And is this someone's Uncle Milton turned into a furry tentacle monster?
Could I buy some pot from you?
This is some off-the-wall enemy design. It's definitely creative, but I can't help but imagine some kind of pipe was passed around during this game's inception. The boss fights in Pulirula aren't terrible, but definitely nothing to praise. The boss designs are actually pretty lame compared to the normal enemies. My favorite is the hair-whipping Kabuki boss, which just totally screams Kabuki Quantum Fighter to me. He looks cool and unique, which I can't really say about most of the other bosses. Like, you fight a snail and a puppet. Woohoo! Why do the boss designs take such a nosedive in the weird and freaky department? I have to say, I'm quite disappointed. Okay, I stand corrected. We got a Mrs. Potato Head stripper that pogo sticks off her nose penis, shoots laser beams from her eyes, all while trying to suck face. I am simultaneously mesmerized and disgusted. And when you beat her, she turns into Davy Crockett. What the fuck is going on around here? The game doesn't have many bosses, and there are only 6 stages, as you can see on the world map. The stage designs are as simple as the combat. Not bad, but not super detailed. I still think the art style used for them is appealing, though. And there's not really anything insane about the what in the holy hell?
Damn!
I mean, I just assumed this was a game targeted towards children, but I mean, come on, bro. And this scene I'm showing is actually from the credits of the game. This part was not on the stage when I played it, as it was taken out of all the non-Japanese versions. But it's still in the credits! Did they think no one would beat the game or something? Someone dropped the ball or just didn't care. But shit gets really trippy when you get to the 3rd stage. Let's just look at how it starts.
What the hell is that?
Are these the game designers or something? Who are these people? Who's this nun-looking lady? Who's this lady toking it up? She must have been one of the devs. And then there's just sumo butt cheeks just chilling in the background. What am I even looking at? What weed do I need to buy to comprehend this game? Pulirula is an interesting beat-em-up with some creative and unique design choices. The game isn't good, it isn't bad, it's just okay. But what it is unforgettable, with its animation style, the complete freak show of enemies it provides, and whatever the fuck this is. I'd say if you got 15 or 20 minutes to kill, it's worth one playthrough just to see all this insanity firsthand. Have you played Pulirula? What did you think of it? Feel free to share your thoughts. Thank you for watching.